Hello, I'm Chris Andrews. Welcome to LTF TV. Today we present a quick summary of the headwinds and tailwinds currently affecting Australian investors. And our key theme is that investors need to look behind the headlines. Take the headwinds, for example. There are still queries on overall economic growth, both domestic and international. This is feeding into fears of increased unemployment, which we are seeing in many high-profile corporate collapses and shutdowns. We've all read the headlines about Toyota, Ford, Holden, SPC and Qantas. We've all heard the horror stories from overseas. But there are reasons to be more optimistic than the headlines suggest. There are recurring signs of strengthening retail sales and household consumption. We continue to experience stable inflation and the lowest interest rates in 50 years. Our household savings remain at near record levels, and we continue to benefit economically from positive population growth. Two of Australia's largest challenges come from the strong Aussie dollar and the strain on state and federal government budgets. Our high dollar is bad for exporters, although importers and consumers can benefit significantly. It seems that the Reserve Bank has informally adopted a lower exchange rate as a policy objective, so we will wait to see what happens on that front. From a budgetary perspective, short-term fixes like asset sales will continue to be tempting, but we'd prefer to see these decisions based on principled assessments rather than desires for one-off fiscal hits. Finally, the Australian property market has had a strong and stable 12 months. We're expecting that to continue in the year ahead, remembering that each local market in Australia will be subject to its own unique drivers. Sydney has been the star performer over the last 12 months, although this has come after a decade of flatlining property prices. Melbourne has continued its solid performance, but has slightly less upside potential after many years of price growth. Perth is at a crossroads. Mining construction projects are finalising, and this may increase unemployment, but it may also result in more people returning to Perth from regional areas looking for housing. Finally, Southeast Queensland is at last beginning to show some signs of life. Predictions are difficult to make, but the upside is beginning to look more likely. So that's our headwinds and tailwinds report for April 2014. We look forward to seeing you all next time on LTF TV.